statement of the problem is given as two areas 1 and 2 are interconnected. The capacity of area 1 is 1500 megawatt and area 2 is 500 megawatt. The incremental regulation and damping torque coefficient of each area on its own base are zero point 0.2 pu and 0.9 pu respectively. Find the steady state frequency and change in steady state tie-line power for an increase of 60 megawatt in area 1. The nominal frequency is 50 Hz. This is a statement of the problem, right? I hope all of you understood the statement of the problem. Listen here. We are having two areas, area 1 and area 2. The capacity of the area 1 is 1500 megawatt and the capacity of the area 2 is 500 megawatt, and incremental regulation and damping torque coefficient for each area on its own base are 0.2 pu and 0.9 pu respectively, right? So here we can take base value as 1500 megawatt. Even we can take 500 megawatt, but here uh, we can consider base value as 1500 megawatt. With respect to this, we need to calculate R1, R2, R1, R2, D1, D2. If the base value is taken as 1500 megawatt, which is the equal to the capacity of the area 1, we can directly take R1 and D2 as 0.2 pu and 0.9 pu respectively. R is equal to 0.2 pu and D1 is equal to 0.9 pu, because we are taking base value is 1500 megawatt, which is equal to the generating capacity of the generator 1. But we need to calculate R2 and D2 by taking base value as 1500 megawatt. So we need to calculate D2, R2 and D2 to the base of area 1, right? So we can substitute 0.2 into 1500 divided by 500 is equal to 0.6 pu. Similarly, D2 is equal to 0.9 into 500 divided by 1500 is equal to 0.3 pu. I hope I could convey. Base value is taking as 1500 megawatt, so that we can directly take R1 and D1 values as it is 0.2 pu and 0.9 pu respectively, but we need to calculate R2 and D2, right? So after calculating these two values, you can observe here R2 is in pu hertz per pu megawatt. D2 is megawatt per pu hertz. These two are very important units. Units are very important, right? So after calculating, you can calculate delta PL1 is equal to 60 divided by 1500. 60 megawatt is an increase of 60 megawatt in area 1, that is load change in area 1 in increasing order. There is a change in the load, respect to area 1, which is increasing order. So we need to take 60, and again 1500 is base values. So we are getting delta PL1 as 0.04 pu. 60 megawatt is change in the load. So after calculating delta PL1, we are having the value of R1, D1, R2, D2, delta PL1. So we can calculate deviation in the frequency, steady state frequency, which is equal to minus delta PL1 divided by beta 1 plus beta 2. Beta 1 and beta 2 are the bias factor of area 1 and area 2. Beta 1 is nothing but 1 divided by R1 plus D1. Beta 2 is equal to 1 divided by R2 plus D2. Right? We can substitute all the values. You can calculate beta 1 and beta 2 separately by substituting R1, D1, R2, D2 values in those two formulae, and after that you can get the value of beta 1, beta 2. Otherwise you can directly take in this formula delta PL1 is 0.04 divided by beta 1 is nothing but 1 by R1 plus D1, 1 by R1 plus D1. R1 is 0.2 and D1 is 0.9. Similarly, 1 divided beta 2 is 1 divided by R2 plus D2. R2 is 0.6 and D2 is 0.3. We can substitute all the values in this formula and we can get delta omega value as minus 5.0847 into 10 raised to minus 3 pu. This is in terms of pu per unit, and after that we can calculate delta f, that is deviation in the frequency, in terms of actual unit. We have calculated delta omega as minus 5.0847 into 10 raised to minus 3 pu. That can be calculated in terms of its actual unit, which is nothing but hertz. After multiplying nominal frequency to that delta omega, we are getting as minus 0.2542 hertz, which is nothing but deviation in the frequency, right? Next we can calculate delta P12, which is nothing but deviation in the tie line flow, deviation in the tie line flow or deviation in the tie line power. The formula for this is delta P12 equal to minus delta PL1 into beta 2 divided by beta 1 plus beta 2. We can take the all the values and we can substitute in this formula delta PL1, beta 1 and beta 2. After substituting and simplifying, we can get delta P12 as minus 0.01 pu. Delta P12 is deviation in the tie line flow in per unit. This can be calculated in actual unit by multiplying this value with the base value. Base value is 1500 megawatt. So we are getting here delta P12 as minus 15 megawatt. Minus 15 megawatt. Right? So we have calculated steady state frequency as well as steady state tie-line power, right? For an increase of 60 megawatt in area 1.